Happy Sunday, YouTube, and whatever platform you may be viewing this on. It's your boy, Lion Guy Sai, and today's another video on Hikaru no Go manga translation. So if you've been catching up with the series so far, welcome back. You know the drill. If not, basically every Sunday I'm going through one chapter of the Japanese manga, translating it to English. And before you're telling me I'm reinventing the wheel, yes, there's an English translation, and I'll be using that to check my work here. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's read some manga, and of course I'm recording this live, so I'll be interacting with chat, and chat will be super respectful and everything, and you know, making me drink water and stuff. So hopefully you enjoy the ride. But yeah, every single Sunday, you know, what is chat? Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So Hikaru no Go, right? 第3局 Shikatsu no Kyusho. Shikatsu, as the kanji implies, so this one's death and this one's life, so life and death problems. And then Kyusho is like vital and place, so vital point, vital point. But yeah, so let's get into it. Hikaru, hora, eh? Boko. 話しかけるなって言っただろ？え、だからあの玉が来ますよって。よっしゃー、ヒコロ取ったぞ。バーカ、顔に当たってもダメなんだって。Okay, so Sai's like, Hikaru, look, and Hikaru's like, Nani? And then gets slammed in the head with the ball, right? Presumably dodgeball. And so Hikaru, like the brat he is, says for like the upteenth time, like, don't talk to me unless I talk to you first. Like, how many times have I told you that's what this means? Like, hanashikakeru natte yutta daro? Like, or I guess with the tone it'll be like, hanashikakeru natte yutta daro? Like, don't freaking, like he's mad, right? Because he just got slammed in the head with the ball. だからあの球が来ますよって. So I was like, yeah, I was trying to tell you that ball's flying towards your face. And this dude who presumably knocked Hikaru on his like butt was like, yeah, I got Hikaru. Yosh, Hikaru totta zo. And then this dude is like, you know, the clear rule follower. He's got it all. He's got a proper head on his shoulders. He's like, yo, baka, like idiot. Kao ni atatte mo dame nan datte. Like, even if you hit someone in the face, it doesn't count. Like, it's a no good, you know. Nice 自己紹介ありがとうございます。頑張りました。Hikaru no dodgeball. Kid on the other team is an ancient dodgeball ghost helping him. Yeah. Like, clearly, right? There's a spin-off series about this dude's character, you know, like in like the Meiji Jidai. There's like a ancient dodgeball ghost. God. ごめんなさい says Sai. I'm sorry. もういい、うるさい. Enough. It's so annoying. Hikaru, 大丈夫? Hikaru, are you okay? Let's look at the art here. Like, I mean, it's one panel and like one volume and like, but like, look at Akari's face. Like, oh, that's funny. Goal. It's an airplane. Or Superman. We don't really actually know, but. はい、そんな、集合。そんな集合? Ah. No, yeah. 集合? I have no idea. Okay, so like, そんな集合? Ah, minna. I'm an idiot. That's embarrassing. This is hiragana mi, not so. So it's minna shugo, so everyone assemble. That makes more sense. Like, everyone gather around. Kii. あれは兄弟鳥? So Sai's never seen an airplane or Superman, and he's like, yo, is that so this is the Kyo no Kyojin, like Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan. It's the same thing. Kyodai dori. So this means like ginormous big bird. So like, I guess that just means like, yeah, like the word suggests. I wonder if that's an actual word, right? Kyodai dori. Maybe not. Because why would it? Oh, it's Kyo, not Kyo. Ah, no. 兄弟鳥 It's taking so long to load, which makes me suspicious of my internet. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not really a word. So Sai's just like putting together these thoughts, right? Like these imagery, like huge, giant arse freaking, you know, bird, right? Keen. Yeah. That's the sound that Sai makes. And look at everyone else's like eyes, just like looking at Hikaru, being like, "What the actual, you know, drug is Hikaru on?" Basically, I don't know if that's YouTube friendly, but let's hope. But Shindo yoso mukina, yoso mukina. So like Shindo face forward, I think. Yoso muku, yoso muku. Probably a different yoso. It's yoso. So not yoso, but yoso. Hello there. Hey, Alforo. I keep thinking you're referring to yourself. Well, I'm glad the brand is on point, but I am not this Sai in this context. Sad. Yoso muku. I guess I should type in as a set phrase. Except for not fat finger, the oo part. Yoso muku. Yoso muku. I can't find it. Shindo yoso mukuna. Yoso mukuna. Yoso mukuna. So like, nanyero. Don't look somewhere else. Like don't face away, I guess, because everyone's like meant to face the same direction, right? Like everyone else. But like Shindo's looking somewhere else, so that's what I'm reckoning it to be. Isn't it weird how like I reckon means something, and then like reckoning is a completely different noun, right? Like the English language, right? Reckoning, God. But anyway, so basically Shindo face forward. もうただの飛行機だろう。Sai, come on, it's just a freaking airplane, right? 最近あいつ変だよな。So some other kids like clearly sussing on Hikaru's like recent state of being. そうよ、変だよ。社会のテストの直しちゃんとやってきたりとか、得意の体育は調子悪いしさ。Oh, that's actually kind of funny. So this dude's like, you know, Hikaru's been weird lately, right? And like, if we're, you know, considering Hikaru's like persona behavioral recently, he's been like retching on people and like fainting and stuff like that. But with the other dudes, like, yeah, Hikaru has been acting weird lately. He's been like properly doing his exam reviews, like 社会のテストの直しちゃんとやってきたりとか. Like he's properly, you know, doing his revisions and bringing back to school. 得意 I wonder what 得意 means. 得意 Oh, is it just 得意? しまった。はず. So 得意 means like strong point, basically. Yeah, forte. As if I didn't just read this, but like I swear I knew this word. Scout's honor. Three finger. But 得意の体育は調子悪いしさ. So I guess like 体育 is like maybe PE. 体育. Physical education. Nice guessing. Amazing. So he's doing his like, you know, exam revisions where he's supposedly a bad student, and like he sucks at sports where he's supposedly like, you know, strong at. And just Hikaru's just so he can't be bothered. That's so funny. Hello, Bede. How are you? Okay. We だからさ、いろいろあるんだよ、俺もさ。So like, Hikaru's like, yeah, like I've said, like, you know, I just got stuff going on. I don't know, this feels like humble bragging. It feels like such a weird, you know, like I've been saying, like, you know, even I've got a bunch going on. Like, I don't know why I gave him a southern accent, but that's the feeling, the title, the attitude. Akari, so. 囲碁教室とか like, including like, ego class, like Go classes as well. え、お前知ってたの? Like, oh, you already knew? 何? Hikaru 囲碁教室通ってんの? What? Hikaru's attending Go classes? Majikayo! Really? Like, no one believes it because, like, it's for old people, you know? Hikaru ga shinjaran... Hikaru ga shinjiranne. So, like, Hikaru? I can't believe it. Ittai nani oshiete n da yo? Like, what... Or wait, what? Sorry. Not oshi... Hazu. So, the kanji for oshieru and kangaeru are kind of close. So, oshieru means to teach, right? But kangaeru is to think. Please, internet. She's so cute. Yeah. And, like, she really cares about Hikaru. It's really heartwarming. And I really like that they didn't actually focus on that at all in the manga. That's really cool too. But kangaeru, gosh. So kangaeru means to think, but oshieru means to teach, right? But the kanji are kind of similar, and I messed it up. So basically, it's like ittai nani oshiete no? It's ittai nani kangaete n da yo? Like, what are you thinking? Like freaking Go classes? Who would ever? これがまたかるくて、これはまたかるくて、全然面白くねえの、つまんねえぞ。So、語る。Katari, less listless, languid, sluggish, irritating, exasperating, tiresome. Okay, that's probably the second. Let me log in. What do I have it logged in with? Let me show this screen real quick. Or I can just bring this tab over here, forehead. Okay. Make sure no information is exposed. Give me a moment. Okay. Katarui. I've never seen this adjective before, so that's pretty cool to know. No, I logged in with the wrong account. Now I have to log out. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Although, sorry, 1 second. Please. Why are you doing this to me? Why me? Why do it? What? Yo, I have no idea what account I'm using for Lorenzi's Just Show. It's kind of embarrassing. Log in. Discord? Did I really link it to my Discord? I really did. Wow. Okay. Well, more you know. Katarui. So irritating. So basically Hikaru is saying that, you know, the game is super irritating and not fun at all. Tsumannai, omoshirokunai. And then, you know, Sai hears this because, you know, Sai is just like living rent free in Hikaru's, well, soul. And so Sai just starts to freak out. Naki dashita. Uttoshi yatsu. So it's like, we made him cry again. What a really annoying person, basically. Uttoshi. Uttoshi is like, Uttoshi is like, irritating, troublesome, and like depressing person. It's not a good word. Just if someone calls you Uttoshi, don't take that as a compliment. Uttoshi yatsu. So like, mendokusai Uttoshi yatsu. Hikaru, igo wa tsumannaku nanka arimasen. So Sai is like crying to Hikaru, like, Hikaru, Go's not boring at all. Sai is like, you know, the original boomer, right? Like, this is like hundreds and hundreds of years old. Otto. So the teacher comes in. Kiritsu. So everyone like stand, de, bow. Igoへの思いがすごくのは分かったけど、そんなにしちゃお、それにしちゃお前って、弱かったよ。弱かったのな。What does this mean? それにしちゃお前って弱かったのな。え? Oh, okay. So this is where the BM begins, right? It's like, we know you love Go a lot, right? But you're not that strong, are you? And Hikaru Sai's like, what'd you just say? Like, eh? What? だって小6の子供に2目半でやっと勝てる程度だったしじゃないか yeah. So against that, remember in the previous manga installment we read that, you know, Hikaru using Sai, so Sai barely beat Akira by 2.5 points, right? So that's what Hikaru's remembering, not knowing, right? So he's like, but you only beat that, you know, middle schooler by 2 points or so, right? Like that's about the level of your skill. Gakkari da na, like that. You suck. Like it's such a disappointment, I guess. Sa kyou wa test yo, says the teacher who just came in. Remember the previous panels. Are wa men. What does men mean? Are wa? Neither of these probably. Are wa? Something. Chigai. Oh, so he's still oh, okay. This is Sai still crying. Okay. あれは違いますよ。Ben? あれは弾く。指導語っていう、言って、うざと わざと Okay, so he's explaining that was something called shidogo. Shidogo is like tutoring go, right? Like teaching go. It was a teaching game. It was on purpose that Sai lost by 2 points or so. Test it. So everyone's like upsetty spaghetti about this. I can't believe I said that. Everyone's noticeably upset about the test. 社会って先週もテストだったのに? So like another test, even though last week we had a test on you know, social studies. 期末が近いのよ。肩ならし seems like a useful word. 肩ならし warming up, limbering up. Who? 肩ならし who? So the finals are coming up soon, so it's always good to review, right? It's always good to limber up. 肩ならし Okay. 歴史の問題 So looking for history questions. サイ、おい、サイってば So now he's like shamelessly calling on Sai to help, right? お前の出番だよ お前の出番だよ Like it's your time to shine, right? Your time to shine. ここわかる? Like, do you know the answer to this thing? 答えたら光る囲碁打つって囲碁打ってくれます? So if I answer, will you in exchange play Go? Like this is Sai like quizzically looking at Hikaru. No? That's funny. お前ってそういうやつ? So, oh, that's how it's gonna be, says Hikaru. 取引なんか持ちかけるやつだったんだ. So like you're like, you know, trading and like, you know, bartering and all these things. 取引 is like trading. 持ちかける means what, I wonder. So like a なんやろ I don't know, like a not conniving or scheming, but like, you know, making these kinds of trades, bartering, I wonder. だって光囲碁が嫌いだって、だからきっと打ってくれないし。So like Hikaru, you said you hate the game, so of course you're not gonna play it, right? Like that's pretty obvious. Okay. 進藤くん、wait. 進藤くん、まだ真っ白ね。Like, まだ真っ白ね。Like it's still, you haven't filled out anything. It's a blank test so far. わかったよ。振ってやるよ。Fine, I get it. I'll play. And Sai's all happy. See, I wonder why Sai's happiness doesn't translate over to Hikaru. Is that a plot hole? Like, only when Sai's, like, depressed and, like, you know, really upset does Hikaru feel like throwing up. But, like, if Sai's happy, shouldn't Hikaru be on cloud 9? Yeah, ちょっと待って. Wait a second. ゴーツのってマジ疲れるんだよな. So he's like kind of reconsidering, right? Trying to sweeten the pot. Maybe it's like, but then again, playing Go, it really tires me out. Like it's really, you know, burdensome. あ、そうだ。あれだ。Like, oh, that's right. There's this thing. ガサン。あった。確か子供の so he's referring to the flyer he got from Ichikawa-san? I think that was her name, from the salon, Akira's Go Salon. 子供 囲碁大会, so like a children's Go tournament, right? これ連れてってやるよ. Like, I'll take you to this thing. いいだろ? それで. That'll be enough, right? And Sai's super happy. There's even filled in hearts now, right? 嬉しそうにしてます。What? 嬉しそうにしてま. Oh, it's a separate thing. So it's like, you know, you're making, you know, a pleased face, I guess. Like, you seem happy kind of vibe. Hey, Grey Wolves. なんです。進藤くん。まだ真っ白ね. So the teacher made a round and still sees that the test is blank. So, yo, what's up, Shindo? Like, Hikaru, do better, basically. Why? 今から. Like, I'll fill it out now, says Shindo. This art is super great, actually. So, 翌日曜日. So the next Sunday, I guess. 翌日曜日. I wonder what this means. Hey, it's Sunday right now. Amazing. 翌日曜日.俺アホか. 翌日曜日. So this means 日曜日. That means definitely Sunday. But this yoku part is weird. これ? The following. Okay, yeah. It is next Sunday. So the following Sunday. Hey San, how's it going? So yeah, the next Sunday, Nihonkin something. It's the Nihonkin of Japan, right? One of the Go centers of Japan, right? The headquarters, the Nihonkin in Tokyo. Zenkoku Kodomo Igo Taikai. So it's all like Dai Jukyukai. So the 19th, you know, presumably annual what's it called? Countrywide, nationwide's on your side, but like, you know, national Eagle Taikai, child Go tournament. Wow, that took me a while. Do you read manga often? Not too often, Pitballs. This is just a series I'm doing because I know the source material, so it won't take too long, theoretically, and, you know, I practice Japanese, but I don't read manga too often, no. Does it show? Yesterday I won a game because I read a ladder correctly.
Hello.
Hey, Ascor, how are you? Thanks for the bits. Because I read a ladder correctly, my opponent didn't. Naturally, I thought of you, Kappa. Cyan, that Kappa was such a lot. You clearly thought of me. This is clearly my brand now. After watching Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, it's a manga page and wonder how many artists work on it. Yeah, no, that's fair. But this art is like really, and I'm not being naive in saying that there's only one artist, but the art is fairly consistent. Also, these board positions look pretty legit too. Like, we know that the main featured games and like Hikaru no Go are professional games, but these this doesn't really look legitimate, but a lot of these positions look feasible. Like, this is a wall of stone. Actually, no, I take it back. These are pretty sus, but this side shape looks interesting. It's just cool. Like, I would never look at this unless I were reading it on full screen, on stream no less, like where people would also look at it with me, you know, like tournament brackets and everything. It's cool. So yeah, clearly, you know, Shindo's like, damn, that's a lot of people. Like, Um, 何この雰囲気 What is this atmosphere? 何この緊張 What is this 緊張 like nervousness? This palpable kind of 緊張感 like everyone feels like nervous or like, you know, really concentrating like that. I have a giant bruise on my leg because I ran with the key in my pocket. Yeah, don't do that, Vincent. Like, I remember when I used to play like basketball or whatever, and I'd have like my phone in my pocket and stuff, and I don't know why I have my phone in my pocket, but it would also be like pretty like a battering ram, really. Not the best. But yeah, be careful. Anyway, 何この緊張俺より小さいやつまでいるなんだいなんだいwait なんだい wait sorry so it's like 俺より小さいやつまでいる like there are children even younger than me or like smaller people than me like age wise なんだい一体こいつから I'm reading this wrong, but なんだ一体 I don't understand this parsing. こいつら is like oh なんだ一体こいつら so it's like I normally see this in the opposite way because I'm just not experienced enough, but I normally read it as like 一体なんだこいつら so like what on earth are these people, but it's like opposite wording, which is totally fine obviously, but it's like なんだ一体こいつら like who the heck are these people basically, like what are they made of, like little children playing Go and stuff. 落ち着けきょん so 教師 sorry 教師 so a parent watching their child like smack down stone, so he's like, you know, stay calm Kyoshi, which is presumably the kid's name. Yosh Yoshiko Gambatte Yoshiko Gambatte, so it's the mother saying like, you know, do your best, all that like silent prayers. I don't know, standing watching a game of Go means like their parents would play too, which is pretty cool, but Kincho is intention. That's a good point, Strawberry Sky. I think that's a good translation. Kincho is like tension, yeah. Where am I supposed to keep it while running? I don't know. Under your doormat, right? I don't know. That's a good question. Ooh, maybe if you have like an armband or something. I don't know. But anyway, Shigeru, like another name. Basically, all of these people are like doting parents, grandparents, and they're like all wishing the best for their kids, or you know. あの人たち親や家族か so Hikaru made the same observation, like these people are like either like parents or, you know, relatives. I see, Vincent, that must be tough. I see, damn. That is quite the run. Okay. And so yeah, Hikaru is just observing the magnitude of this, you know, of this national tournament. Sai ne sugoi na, like this is so I guess Hikaru's never really been in any kind of like massive tournament like this before, so he's like really gobsmacked at this side, right? Sugoi, and Sai's just beside himself. Kodomo ga ippai, there's so many children. 1000年前の私の囲碁への情熱も今ここにいる子供たちの熱気も同じです。So like my passion for, like my 1,000-year-old passion for the game, or the passion I have towards the game of Go, is the same as basically what the children are feeling here right now. Like that same nekki, like nekki is like blood. Oh wait, what's it called? It's like basically the same idea as passion, but I wonder what it translates. Enthusiasm. That's a good point. Yeah, nekki. So it's like the same feeling, right? 彼らが私に 教えてくれます So like I can learn from them, I think. Yeah, 教えてくれる versus 教えてあげる Yeah, so I could learn from them. That's what Sai is saying. 1000年後の未来も同じだと So that gives me goosebumps. But like basically Sai's like recognizing that even 1,000 years later it's like the same it's the same as in the, like, you know, the current moment, like this love for the game, I think is what this means. So そうだ、あいつ東谷明は So Hikaru's looking for Akira Toya. この人数じゃわかんねえな So like I can't find him out in this crowd, right? Because there's so many people. そこの盤面の左上ミスの戦い黒が打ち損じると死にますね。打ち損じる I've never heard, but like it seems like if Black misplays, he'll die. 打ち損じる to damage. その盤面 so like that board over there in the top left. ミスの戦い So like I don't know what miss would be here. It normally means mistake, but I'm not sure. But that fighting area, Black is if Black like plays badly, I think he'll die. I think that's what that means. But but we are also clearly giving great advice in the chat too. So I don't go running very often, so I have no real good advice, but I'm glad chat is there for you. So Sai is already kibitzing, and so before it looked like ridiculous board states, but now this looks like a legitimate fighting sequence, legitimate game, right? Kore? So Hikaru's found the game that Sai is kibitzing on. 1の2が9勝です So the 1-2 point is the vital point. Go figure. It's cornered to Mega, right? パチッ So like clicks a stone down. 惜しいそこじゃダメだその上なんだよ Says Hikaru like, so close, you were so close, but it's not that one. That one fails. It's the one above that. Speaking of the point, the placement, right? The 3 reactions, right? The player who messed up, his opponent, and then, you know, Hikaru, right? That's right. Kimi! God damn. So TD is like clearly there, right? Like, yo, you can't just flex on these people. 何考えてるんだ What the hell are you thinking? 対局中に口を like interrupting like and like, you know, like kibitzing in a game that's currently going on. 口を挟むなんて So yeah, basically butting in a game that's still being played. 遊びじゃないんだぞ Like this is not a game. Ironically, it's a game, but we're not messing around here is what the TD says. ごめん I'm so sorry, says Shindo. 森さん騒がないで So don't make a big deal of it, right? 騒がる So Ogata, new challenger. I must have misread that. 森さん騒がないで So 騒がるNo wait, it doesn't have to be garu. Sawagu? Okay, to make a noise, to make a racket. Yeah, so don't make a scene basically. Sawagu. Sawaganaide. Sorry for distracting chat so much. I will go to bed soon. I'm very tired. Well, yeah, no worries. Not at all. I'm sure YouTube will enjoy the antics and your running stories, but yeah, it seems like you need rest. Like, you know, you deserve it, of course, Vincent. So Ogata we can see is a big shot, and you know that's for shadowing. Like this dude's a really important character. you can tell by his hair color, or his hair color, omega lol, they're all black and white, but his hairstyle and like the, we'll see soon enough. But Ogata sensei, so teacher Ogata, like Mr. Ogata basically. この子は奥連れて行きます。I'll take this kid to the back. It's just grabbing him by the literal neck? Like, what? You must be grabbing him by the collar. Like, there's no, you just grab a child by the neck. お願いします. Like, please do, says Ogata or Ogata sensei. 困ったな.
Wow. All right. Have a nice stream. Good night.
Good night, Vincent. Thanks again for the bits. 困ったな. 状況を教えてくれる? So it's like, what a bother. Like, we're kind of in a pickle. Could you please explain what's going on? Says Ogata sensei. I'm going the wrong way. Still going the wrong way. Why is it always going? Hang on. I used the scroll wheel in the other direction. So yeah, so he's asking the players what's going on. 僕がここに打ったらあの子が惜しいその上だって言ったんです。So like, the kid's basically ratting out Hikaru. He's like, oh yeah, when I played here, that other kid, aka Shindo Hikaru, was like, oh, that's so close. It's supposed to be above that. Like, one above that. これか? なるほど。なるほど。プロの私でも、ちょっと手が止まるな。So like, even for a professional player like myself, I might like pause for a second with this problem. 難しい。難しい形だ。So it's a difficult shape. で、so then what happened? Says Ogata. 君は言われて気づいてしまった? So after, Hikaru said it, you realize what happened? はい。あ、そうかって。Like, oh yeah, I realize that now, is what he says. 君は? What about you? ここが急所だって分かってた? Did you know this was the vital point? いいえ、no. 何か手がありそうな感じはしてたけど I feel like there was a move, but I didn't know exactly what move. で、君も言われて気づいてしまった? So you also, after it was said, realized the vital point, right? Yes, says that shit out. 大型先生、無勝負 so like an invalid game. So 無勝負で再戦されるしかないですね。ですよね。ですね。So like, we have no, so another TD is like, oh, we have no choice but to invalidate the game, right? And Ogata agrees, right? ですね. Yeah. あの子は参加者なんですか? So is Hikaru also, so あの子 means like that kid. So regarding Hikaru, is Hikaru also participating in the tournament? 違いますよ. No, he's not. 全然関係ない子ですよ。名札をつけてなかったもの。So, I guess some other person, maybe a parent or something that's been watching, we'll find out. I can't remember, but like, she just not butts in, but she also just like offers up like, this dude had nothing to do with anything. He's just like a random person. Like, 全然関係ない子ですよ. Like, he had no business being here. He wasn't wearing a nameplate, like a name badge or whatever either. 私見てたんですよ。見てたんです。ついさっき会場に入ってきたんです。So this is like the Karen, if you will. So she's like, I've been watching the whole time. He came in from that entrance over there. Like a few moments ago, 最近。それでキョロキョロうろうろしながらこっちに近づいてきて So like while messing about, like taking a lazy scenic route, kind of like キョロキョロうろうろ is like like not like walking aimlessly, almost like kyoro kyoro, like looking all around, goggling. Okay. So like, you know, when he was ogling at like all the other players, and then uro uro is uro uro. Yeah, aimlessly without purpose, just loitering, drifting, hanging around. That's so good. So he like, while doing those things, he just like came closer and closer. うちの子のところで足を止めたと思ったら、so when he came over to my child's game, I noticed that he like stopped, right? And like stopped to kibitz provide, like Zenzen always cracks him up. Any context, it's usually funny. Yeah, most of the time, right? Like Zenzen kankenai ko, like zero purpose, like not at all related. チラッと見て so like just glancing at it briefly, チラッと見て、惜しい、その上ととか言って、うちの子の対局をむちゃくちゃにしたんです。So she's clearly mad, right? So he's like mocking him. So yeah, he glanced at the board and said, "Oh, so close! You missed it by that much," and like basically effed up my child's game, right? 対局をむちゃくちゃにしたんです。So like, yeah, messed up my child's game. And Ogata is confused. Not at Hikaru's audacity, but let's see why Ogata makes this Ogata face. 今、何とおっしゃいました? What did you just say? Just now, what did you say? But osharu is the polite speech, so it's like, it's just keigo. But anyway, チラッと見た? チラッと見て. So he barely glanced at it, like he's focusing on that detail. And we'll look at the position in a second. 誰かが横から口を出したらしいね. So like it's, you know, creating a bit of a hubbub. It's like, you know, someone clearly just like interjected, right? Like, but this wording is like really kind of vulgar almost. Like 誰かが横から口を出す is like to nag, really. It's like a really not gross, but like it's really like almost crass Japanese. Like 口を出すな is like don't butt in, like don't open your mouth kind of. It's like really brash, but like anyway, let's look at this position. Is this really a hard Tsumigo? So if we take away this black stone and say it's black to play, yeah, it's pretty difficult. So black needs to make life here. It's not about killing white here, it's about making life here. So knowing that this is the vital point, so this is one eye, and you can't make a second eye, so you'd want to like play Hane here or something is my first instinct. So is it really that difficult to read? Maybe it's a little but here. Yeah, it's not super easy to read, I guess. It is when you see the answer, but like having here and this move, this 1-2, this other 1-2 point being the follow-up. So if connect, then what? I actually don't know. Wait, here if connect, then this 1-2 point? No, because then here, right? I'd have to look at it in like a real board, but I don't even know if this move works after if here and connect. What am I missing? So yeah, it's a hard Tsumigo. It's black plays first, without this black stone here. Right. So the idea is, no, I understand that there's a liberty shortage, but what happens when white Atari's from the bottom, not from here? So like if here connect here and then Atari from here. If here then capture, and you can't cut here because white's already connected. Okay, let's make it on a real board, shall we? Or try to? Nope. Yeah, okay. Hikaru no Go. Ah, come on, please. Hikaru HNG chapter 3, right? Shikatsu. Shikaru what? Shikatsu. We'll make it private so people don't meme us, and we don't really need a full-size board. But we'll just do it for the sake of it. Okay, let's try to recreate. What did I do? Wait, what did I do? And does it actually matter? I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't actually really matter, but I don't know what I did. This is sus, but okay. That's so weird. Full-size board, by the way. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of, you know, a 9x19 board. I don't know what I did. I don't know how this is possible. This makes no sense, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Okay, so we'll put this up here, and we'll put this one right next to it. So 1 moment. Okay, so I'll put the black stones first, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, this is kind of confusing, but it's fine. We can invert it. We can make it look the same. Oh, there's another eye here. Wait, black can make another eye here? Wait, this problem's easy then. Okay, I missed this spot. I missed this spot, clearly. I didn't realize black can make another eye here. That's pretty problem change, but we'll still go over it. I also don't know what these spaces are, but let's just assume that it's a real situation. One second. Okay, so we're just gonna assume that these are like, there seems to be a few extra open liberties, but like, we'll just take away one liberty here. It's fine. It won't actually change the real life and death here. Okay, so when it's black to play, so if black plays here and white connects and you play this one, then white can attack this way, right? Who was saying that in chat? Whoops. Oh, best of both worlds, right? Yeah, triple gote. Yeah, best of both worlds, worst of both worlds. Who's really to judge? But A2 or A5. Oh, that's not a bad idea though. Like that's the idea, right? Is like, but in this board, you can just say like, so what is it? Okay, so the idea is if I play here and white connects, now when we play this hane, right? It's sente. So if, basically it's making the capture at A5 sente, so you can come back to make this iron gote. It's really actually not that bad, Sumego wise. Like if I saw this, I wouldn't say I'd solve it immediately, but this isn't so bad because we have an eye here. If we didn't have an eye here, it's totally dead. Then I don't understand. But if we can make an iron gote here, then basically what this move does is makes capturing this stone into sente. If we play just here, then we can play here because there's no way to save this one stone, and therefore black will get black second eye. If we play here and capture, now these stones only have two liberties, right? So we have to capture here, and then we can make the second eye and go there. So it's not so bad. B9 because it threatens an eye at A8. So kind of. We don't even really need that. We don't need this 1/1 eye because we have an eye and gote here, which I didn't realize in the problem, but it's clearly an eye and gote here. So this is basically just the whole point of this corner sequence is to make the capture at A5 sente. Oh yeah, sure. D2. Wait, D2 is in danger? D8. Yeah. That's what makes the problem a problem. If these stones are captured, then basically black's kind of dead. Nice SDK problem. SDK problem, huh? Yeah, I bet like if you say this is a Go problem, then an SDK could solve it. But in a game, I can imagine like tripping up here. I could imagine like messing this up at like, you know, whatever game I play. So that's a cool problem. I don't think it'll make a pro really hesitate too much. Like maybe like 5 seconds of reading, maybe 7 seconds of reading for a pro to find the answer. But yeah, so that's the review of the Hikaru no Go famous problem. Cool. Okay. So where were we? Okay. Chiratto mite. So I guess I should have done the Go problem after this segment, because like it'll make this segment feel a little bit more amazing. But oh, so yeah, we already read this part. So here we go. Oh hey, look, it's this dude. Which is super disrespectful. Like I totally know his name, totally, but no spoilers, so we won't say it yet. Ruined our experience. Sorry, y'all. Like, さっき奥へ連れてかれたあの子でしょ? So like basically, this dude just said like, you know, some dude just like interjected rudely, like 口を出した. So this clearly side character, not important. No, I'm just kidding. He's like, oh, you're talking about the Hikaru Shindo, right? The person that was taken to the back. 大会に出てくるような子なら横から条件なんて絶対するはずないのに大会に出てくるような子なら横から条件なんて絶対するはずないのに。So it's basically, oh, give me 1 second, chat. I think I might have left the oven on. This is totally going to be edited out, so you know you can do whatever you want, but I'll be right back. sorry for being rude, but give me 1 moment. And if anyone can translate that for me, I'd be really appreciative, but I'll be right back. Okay, so the good news is we didn't set fire to the house part 2, so that's good, but sorry about that, John. And that's just so I can, you know, edit out later. Sweet. Hey, that's such a spoiler. I totally knew that, DMF. Thank you so much for that. So Taikai is tournament. Taikai ni dete kuru you na ko nara. So if it seems like a child who would be able to like appear in a tournament, yoko kara jouken nante zettai suru hazu nai no ni. Okay, so basically I think Tsui is saying like, if it were like a person participating in the tournament, there's no way he would be allowed next to the games, you know? Jouken nante zettai suru hazu nai. Yeah, so joken means, let's find out. It's not like in this case it's not condition, it's なんやろ not joken, it's a joken. So I think it's like basically like wandering around right next to the boards, you know? Not women's rights, not in this situation that I know of. Different kanji. Jogen. But hey, now we know the word for women's rights, am I right? Yay. Jogen. Advice, suggestion. Oh, okay, of course. And one word, which means it's like not super common to know, I guess. But it's pretty arbitrary classification. But anyway, 上限なんて絶対するはずないのに. So, okay, basically, okay, got it. I finally understood. If it were like a participant in the tournament, right, there's no way they would possibly like kibitz, basically. They'd know better, right? 参加者じゃないようだな. So it doesn't actually appear to be a kid from the tournament. Yeah. Going back to my kanji, I don't understand anything. Oh no, Zagi. About 3 I don't recognize. That's not so bad. Sorry guys, we'll forgive you this time. Tsui, you ruined Tsui, it's fine. We'll learn. But he's drawn too well to not be important, right? I guess. He's drawn too well to be a simple one panel character, right? でも上限したってことはそれなりの腕だってことですよね. So the fact that he did kibitz means that he has skill enough to kibitz. Tsui's thinking like a true strategist over here, right? Because you can't kibitz if you don't know what you're talking about. Or well, theoretically you shouldn't kibitz if you don't know what you're talking about, right? That seems like a foolish idea. どうなんだろうね? I wonder. 局面見てないからなんとも言えないけど. Like I wonder about that. Although I wasn't looking at the board, so I can't really say anything, says the other dude. 偶然とかもあるしね。子供だからさ. So it could have been a coincidence too, right? Like, because he is a kid after all. I don't know what kid has to do with being a coincidence, but nice. Does it though? Does it what, Goshi? And of course you should stream your kanji reviewing, Zoggy. It doesn't have to interest people, it's for you. Okay. 静かにしてください says another TD, like please be quiet. 他の子はみんな対局の真っ最中なんですよ. Like there are other people who start participating in their games, like they're still in the middle of their games, so please be quiet. では中学生の部3回戦を始めます. So we'll begin the third round of the middle school group, I guess. Wait. I must have skipped something. Nope. Okay, so clearly without any major transition, we just see Hikaru just like blatantly laughing at people. Well, for me, I better work better off stream. Well, there you have it, Zuggy. It's up to you, mate. Says Hikaru. じゃないだろ. So Hikaru's laughing, not understanding the gravity of the situation. This dude's like, stop freaking laughing, right? Like, じゃないだろ. Like, はい、じゃないです。すみません。ごめんなさい says. So while laughing, like, kind of, he's like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm so sorry. Please, like, you know. So sumimasen and gomen nasai are both apologies, and gomen nasai is more formal than sumimasen, so he's just apologizing. まったく、つい口を挟んだ邪魔 Wait, sorry. まったく So for goodness sake, つい口を挟んだじゃすまないんだよ. Okay. Just one line, like you can't just I think you can't just like butt in and just expect to be like let off the hook. I think like you can't just apologize and be left the hook like that. みんなの大会に真剣に臨んでいるんだからね。真剣に臨んでいる。I don't know. So maybe like they're trying to, like the other people like the other children at the tournament are like doing their absolute best, like shinkenni, like very, very seriously. Yeah, earnestly. They're earnestly doing their very hardest. Like, you know, you can't just butt in like kibitz so casually. Why is he excusing himself? Because he kibitzed. If I understand your question correctly, I might misunderstand you, Zogi. もういいからこっちの裏から帰りなさい。So that's enough. Please leave from the back exit, you know. 柿本先生よろしいですね。はい。So it's like, you know, is that alright with you? Tournament, like presumably the head of the tournament, like, is it alright if he just leaves from the back door? That's enough, right? Yes. お騒がせしました I guess. Sayonara, so like, you know, like basically I made a ruckus, and I'll take my leave. Like it's like acknowledging that he was at fault and like, you know, goodbye, sayonara. Yeah. Yare yare daze. Just kidding, the daze part isn't there. I added that for the JoJo memes, but yare yare. Oh my goodness. しかしこんなトラブル初めてじゃないんですか? Like, isn't it the first occurrence of any kind of trouble? トラブル? Yes. それでその局面というのは So about that game やっぱあれはまずかったよな So, you know, Hikaru like being a brat like acknowledges he's at fault, right? But like in a really childish way. Like, yeah, I probably overstepped my bounds or that was pretty bad. つい口ばしちゃったもんな So like I just let it out, right? I just kibitzed. I couldn't help myself. あの子たちに悪いことをしました So Sai being, you know, 1,000 years old has like, you know, the reasoning of like, well, a wise little ghost. He's like, yeah, we did something bad to those children, you know, like we ruined their game. Oh god. The epitome of like TV static in a paddle. Okay. やっぱ俺のwait, what? What is this kanji? 俺のせい? But it's not say in this thing, right? Oh, what should I do? 俺のせいに合わねえな。俺のせい、出 It's not like basically I guess he's like, this game isn't for me again. I think he's saying that again. Basically something along those lines. 囲碁って本当勝ったりよな Oh, so this was supposed to be read first, but basically like it's such a strict game kind of thing. Like kattari is like strict or like hard, like kattaru. So like kattari. I think it's a word we already looked up. Kattari. Right? Oh yeah. No, it's different. Oh, yeah, okay. Irritating, exasperating, tiresome. Kattari. So it's like, you know, it goes not for me after all. Don't. Gets like body checked by the epitome of TV static and also known as Toya Meijin. Dotto. Gomen nasai. And then Hikaru, Sai's eyes widen. look at that face. This could be a JoJo character. This could be JoJo. Like, look at this face. Damn. Such an exuding aura, right? Zero eyes, so he immediately stole Hikaru's soul, right? Kiotsukete nasai. Like, be careful, please. Donareru ga kato omotta. Donareru kato omotta. Donareru. So like being scolded? To be yelled at. Wow, that's a intense word. Donareru. Kato omotta. So he was freaked out that he'd be scolded, right? Nah, Sai. Right, Sai? Oh, look at these eyes. Damn. Sai? あの男。以前見た神の一手に最も近い男. So that person is the person we saw before, the person closest to playing the divine move. Fun fact. So we know how like Sai has his own like tragic backstory, right? And he played against the cheater and died or was excommunicated and like banished and like threw himself in a river and everything. Like that's Sai's backstory. I thought when I first read this manga that they would do like a double feature. Like the idea would be like that was the ghost of Sai, and now this is like the reincarnation or whatever of like Sai's opponent from way back then. Like the slime ball that like cheated right for one point. I thought that's how like the direction they would take in the series. I'm glad they didn't, but I think that'd be like a really cool reboot, right? Is like, but I guess that ghost wouldn't have any reason to like be vengeful because he got his way in the end. But that jaw is 9p. Yeah, honestly, that jaw is Meijin jaw. Like, not just any normal Meijin, but like Meijin plus jaw. Oh god. But anyway, Zaku. So just random noises. I think they're recreating the game. Oh, there's the rest of the board. Okay, interesting. Yeah, but there's still that liberty. You can actually see it on this board that there's still that little open spot for them to make that second eye there. That's a nice attention to detail. Trouble ga atta sou da na. Like, I heard there was some trouble. Toya Meijin. Tonikaku kore o mite kudasai. So, at any rate, please look at this board, right? Tonikaku kore o mite kudasai. Hey, look, it's the proper full board. Okay, so black has no escape, but black can still make this eye here. Suspicions confirmed. 我々プロでもちょっと考えるこの局面を条件したそうです。So it's a board state that even us pros would have to think about. Is reiterating that fact. それもちらっと見て即答です。So 即答? What is 即答? That's not a word. Immediate reply. Wow. Okay, so soku means like instantaneous, and I guess to means from kotaeru, so it's like to answer, so immediate answer. That's pretty cool. So like he's telling him that about like Shindo that could like answer that question like just a glance, I think. And so immediately Toya Meijin sees this vital point, this shikatsu no kyusho. Naruhodo. Wait, that's a weird voice. Naruhodo. この黒の生き死にこの黒の生き死にの急所を一目ではでな So like there's only I think 九死を一目でな It's either black only has one eye or black needs to make one eye. I don't exactly know. そんなことができる子供が息子のアキラ以外にもおったか So like clearly he's like really proud of his son Akira Toya, right? Who we met in the previous chapter, but like so I guess it's saying that black needs one more eye. So it's like there's another child apart from my son Akira who can solve this problem, huh? So apparently like really overestimating his child, but それを名前も聞かずに返すとはね. So like, Okada 9dan is like, the fact that you sent him back home without even asking his name. すみません. So this dude's also like apologizing. まあいい. Well, whatever, says Toya Meijin. 彼がそるほどの打ち手なら. So if he's really that skillful. 遅かれ早かれ、いずれは我々プロの前に現れることになる. So that's a pretty heavy line. And like really, Toya Meijin's way of speaking is like really like not outdated. It's like shibui. It seems cool, but like kind of dated, but cool. So like, 遅かれ早かれ, like whether it be later or faster. And the only reason I know this is because I know the source material really well, but 遅かれ早かれ, like I've never heard that conjugation or anything, but it's just a phrase. 遅かれ早かれ, so sooner or later, right? いずれ, so again, one day, sooner or later, one day, 我々プロの前に, so in front of us professionals, 現れることになる. So if he's really that strong, right? そのうちでなら, one day he'll appear before us in the world of the pros, theoretically, I think is what the other sentence is. And now before, I don't want to get that thumbnail, so we'll read the English translation of this and then make sure that we, didn't horribly mistranslate anything. And then we'll wrap up the YouTube video and then switch to playing actual Go. But aren't Japanese Go pros usually very polite in real life? Not so much in the manga. How so? They were all very polite. I mean, when you have to admonish a child, you admonish a child, but is anybody polite in manga? Also a good point, DMF. But like, what was impolite to you, Zuggy? Out of curiosity, what struck your funny bone? Okay, matters of life and death. Yay, yeah, go, Hikaru? Huh? Bwap. Bwap is such an interesting, concept. Bwap. Guess we can do this one. Okay. I told you not to talk to me. But Hikaru, I was trying to warn you about the ball. Yes! I got Hikaru! You dork, you're not supposed to aim at his face. I'm sorry. It's okay, fine, just keep quiet. Hikaru, are you okay? Whoosh. Okay, everybody, line up. Whoosh. What is that? A giant bird? Hikaru, eyes forward. Come on, Sai, that's just an airplane. Hikaru's been acting pretty weird lately, huh? You're right. I heard he even did the corrections on his social studies test, like he was supposed to. And now he's slacking off in PE? Admonish is not a synonym of methically. For anyone that's wondering, that's the combination between morally and ethically, methically. But admonish is to chastise, to rebuke, to reprimand. Like, I'm not trying to pick fancy words, I just don't know other words. To tell off someone, So you can't, first of all, having the face of a villain is not impolite, right? So we gotta clear that right away. And he didn't say it was his fault, he was saying to be careful. And because it's the older versus younger thing, so. Why is Akari taller than Hikaru? Because this is like, I don't know, that happens, right? Girls can be taller than boys, already. And these are like, it's middle school, like. But basically everyone's noticing that Hikaru's not being his normal self. Yes, Goshi, precisely. Haha. So you see, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Like taking Go lessons? How did you know about that? What? Hikaru's taking Go lessons? Gasp, gasp, no way! I can't believe it, Hikaru. Why are you doing that? You wouldn't believe how boring and lame it is, says Hikaru. Don't start crying again. Hikaru, how can you say such horrible things? Go is not boring. Here comes the teacher. Hello, everyone. You may take your seats. I know that you love Go, but I guess you're not that good. What? You barely won against that 6th grader. I expected you to be good. Okay, everybody, time for a test. No, Hikaru, you don't understand. I was playing a teaching game. A test? We just had a social studies test last week. These tests are warm-ups for your finals. History questions. Okay, Sai, help me out. Do you know the answer to this one? If I help you, will you play Go? Huh? I didn't know you were like that. You're trying to make a deal with me? I can't help it. You hate Go. You'll never play unless I do something like this. Hikaru, why haven't you started yet? Okay, fine. I'll play Go. No, wait a minute. Huh? What? Why? Playing Go is really tiring. Ah, I know what we can do. Russell. Here it is. This won't be so bad. A youth Go tournament. I'll take you to this. Will that do? Clap, clap. It makes him so happy. Hikaru, you still haven't written a word. Okay, I'm starting. Wow. The following Sunday, Japan Go Center. 19th Annual National Children's Go Tournament. Wow. Wow, there's so much tension in the air. There's even kids younger than me in here. All this, atmosphere. Stay calm, Kiyoshi. You can do it, Yoshiko. Come on, Shigeru. I guess those people are the parents. Just noticing the atmosphere. Sai, this is incredible. Incredible, all these children. These children have the passion. The passion, TM. It's the same as my 1,000-year-old passion. There are things I can learn from them. And 1,000 years from now, there'll be more people with the same passion. Okay, so I kind of mistranslated that. I thought it was like, even after 1,000 years, there are people with the same passion. But it's 1,000 years from now, there'll be people with the same passion. That's cool. Hopefully. I mean, there will be. Go's an awesome sport, game. Oh yeah, maybe Akira Toya is here. But there's so many people here, I'll never find him. Black must make a crucial move in the top left corner or he will die there. Where? The 2-1 point. I see. Clack. Too bad, you should have played 1 point higher. Huh? Oh! Whoops. Whoops. You there, Grab. What's wrong with you? You're not supposed to kibitz in the middle of a tournament match? I'm sorry. Mori, calm down. Ogata sensei, I'll deal with this boy in the other room. Yes. Just yes. Not you do that. Just yes. So, tell me what happened here. Yeah, whoops it, me too, Kels. Like, whoops. So tell me what happened here. I played here and that kid said, too bad, you should have played 1 point higher. Let's see. Even a pro might not see this right away. It's a difficult shape. So, after the boy spoke out, did you understand? Yes, I did. And how about you? Did you recognize that this was the key point? No, sir. I just kind of felt I could do something in that area. And you understood only after the boy's comments? That's right. Ogata sensei, there's no other choice. They'll have to start a new game. Yes. This one line, yes, is hilarious. Like, oh no, it's going forward. No, I need to go backwards. Wait. Okay. Is that boy a competitor in the tournament? No, he isn't. He doesn't belong here. He doesn't have a name tag. I saw him. He came into the room a few minutes ago. He was looking around and wandered this way. Then he stopped right by my son's table. He glanced down at the board and that's when he disrupted the game. I mean, she's visibly and clearly and reasonably upset, of course. Like, but Ogata's face is like, what? Did I hear you correctly? He glanced down. If I were the mom, I'd be like, that's what you're taking from this? Let me speak with your manager. Someone got caught kibitzing. It must have been that kid they just escorted out of there. You'd think that all the kids in the tournament understand how bad it is to kibitz. Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was. I was having trouble translating. I don't think he was a part of the tournament. But if he can comment on the game, he must know something about Go. I didn't see the board, so I don't really know. Hey, that kind of rhymed. His comment could have been correct out of pure dumb luck. Quiet, please. The others are still playing their games. The third round of middle school division is about to begin. Ha ha ha! What a freaking kid. This is no laughing matter. You're right, of course not. I'm very sorry. This is a very serious matter, young man. These players take this tournament very seriously. Well, why don't you leave from the rear exit? That'll do, won't it, Kakimoto-sensei? I suppose so. Sorry I caused so much trouble. Deuces, like sayonara. My goodness, this must be a first. So what was that? So what was the play that boy commented on? I feel bad. My mouth just went autopilot. That's such a weird phrase, but yeah. I feel bad for those two boys. I've had just about enough of this game. I don't think I'm much suited for it. Bump. Ouch. Oops, excuse me. Flump. Careful now. That's so weird. I want to give him a southern accent, even though it's like the far. Well, maybe I'll give. Okay, how would we feel about giving Toya Meijin a southern accent, like a really deep southern accent, like a really slow delivery of his lines in like a deep southern accent. Go will still be playable in the post-apocalyptic wasteland after the alien invasion. It's future-proof. Oh, for sure. And these books will be like the, you know, the holy grail. This is no pro shape. They're exaggerating like crazy. Could you solve it, Zoggy? I think a pro would spend about like 5 to 10 seconds on it, probably. I don't think it's like instantaneous. Like you still have to read 2 variations. So that voice acting. I'm glad you like it, Goshi. Rap god. Okay. Careful now. Phew, I thought he was gonna yell at me, right, Sai? Sai? That man. I've seen him before. He too endeavors to play the divine move. I understand there was some trouble. Appalachian accent for Toyo Meijin? What do I know about the Okay, I'll study up on the Appalachian accent, Fire Scourge, and maybe try to do it. But for now, it'll have to be like a deeper kind of, you know. I understand there was some trouble. Toya Meijin, take a look at this. A young man commented on this. It might even take a pro some time to see the proper play, but he only glanced at the board. To be fair, it's only implied that Sai glanced at the board, right? It's not implied that it's only implied that Hikaru glanced at the board, but Sai could have been looking at that board while Hikaru was walking around too, so we don't actually know how long it took, just saying. But that's not the point of this, obviously, but... I see. He immediately recognized the key point. I didn't know there were any other children other than my son Akira who could do such a thing. And they let him go without even... I don't know why I give him a nasally voice. And they let him go without even getting his name. So sorry. No matter. If this young man is indeed such a strong player, sooner or later he will make his presence known to the pros. Thwack. Toya Meijin, such a serious face. But yeah. And that brings us to... and that brings us to the 4th game. So yeah, YouTube, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you see, press like and subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell. Just kidding, I'm not. I have like 17 people, so it's not a major thing. But if you do like what you see, come hang out on Twitch, twitch.tv/LionGuySai. I hope to see you there.